All right, folks, welcome back to Procreate. So these are a couple things in the Procreate pipeline that I use every day. And so you'll see some screenshots from these programs throughout the course. Full disclaimer, I do not get any sort of royalty, kickback, affiliate link, none of that. These are programs that I have bought that I find useful. None of these are required in the course. But if you find them useful and you want to look into them, these are things in my pipeline that help me on the daily. Again, none of them are required for this course, and I receive 0 types of commissions for the shout out. I want to give you guys the tools that I actually use. The first one here that I use on a daily is Handy. One of the hardest things to do is to draw hands. So it's an artist reference tool, and it allows you to model hands, feet, heads, and even save poses. So one thing that I do all the time is I use it for a lot of the skulls. So the cool thing about Handy is you can manipulate the skull in any direction that you want. You can turn the skull in any type of direction that you want to achieve whatever look you're trying to get to. Now, you can also spin the skull around a certain way, and you can adjust the lighting. So if I click on the lights, I can adjust the light, I can adjust the intensity of the light, I can adjust the temperature of the light, the position of the light, drag to rotate the lights, right? We did that. You can edit the light. So say you want a different type of red. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go to 2, and I'm going to go with the red. Now I can evaluate how that cast light is going to work with the red. So you see how that kind of works on here? This is one that I really like. And once you're good with it, just go to back. And then you can either save the light rig. Yeah, I'm done with this. Or when you're ready to go, you can hit back and you can save it as an image. So take screenshot, ta-da, and allow it to your photos. So this is a nice program to model things like different hands. Let's go ahead and go back. We can model different heads. We can go back, go through hands. And it gives you a lot of flexibility then in how you want to look at hands. So if you're having problems drawing hands, feet, skulls, this is a good one. All right, let's go ahead and show you one more here. I want to keep this pretty short. All right, the other one that I use a lot is Art Pose. Now, this one, let's go ahead and see if we can't go back to the beginning of time here. Okay, so this one here, when you get to an original person here, you can come through and you can choose from a lot of different poses. You can save different poses. And let's say that you find a pose you like. You can come in and adjust the joints for that pose. So this gives you a lot of flexibility in the way that the head moves, in the way that your shadows are cast, because you're also able at that point, let's go ahead and go back. You can adjust the musculature of your person. You can turn it into just the muscle frame of the person. And if you're good with that, we can come in and we can adjust the lighting for the individual, including where those lights sit. And then, much like the other program, once we're good, you can come through and then you can save this as a screenshot. So if you're happy with where the light is, come through, save it, and that's it. So that's a little bit on 2 of the programs that I use. One is Art Pose Pro. These are both paid. And then the Handy program is one that I use an awful lot. So if you're working in Procreate, I think that it's important that you have all the tools, at least in your sphere, that you at least identify are valuable. But again, not required in this course to use any of them. All right, folks, let's go ahead and get into the next one.